Welcome to Psychological Explorations with Dr. Michael Axelman and Daniela. As we explore the William James essay, The Energies of Men. On usual occasions, we make a practice of stopping an occupation as soon as we meet the first effective layer, so to call it, of fatigue. The fatigue gets worse up to a certain point. But when, gradually or suddenly, it passes away and we are fresher than before, there may be a layer after layer of this experience. A third and a fourth wind may supervene. James brings our attention to two conceptions related to energy: maximum energy and vital equilibrium. Maximum energy, stored up reserves of energy that are ordinarily not called upon. Deeper and deeper strata of combustible or explosible material, discontinuously arranged, but ready for use by anyone who probes deep, and repairing themselves by rest just as well as do superficial strata. And vital equilibrium, pushing his energies to their extremes, may in the vast number of cases keep the pace up day after day and find no reaction of a bad sort. His more active rate of energizing does not wreck him, for the organism adapts itself. As the rate of waste augments correspondingly the rate of repair. Raising power through inner work, passing to a higher qualitative level. Writing is higher than walking. Thinking is higher than writing. Deciding is higher than thinking. Deciding no is higher than deciding yes. We need a particular spur or effort to start us upon inner work. It tires us to sustain it. When long sustained, we know how easily we relapse. So gaining control of the mind, peace be still, is sometimes a great achievement of inner work. When I speak of human energizing in general, the reader must understand that the sum total of activities, some outer and some inner, some muscular, some emotional, some moral, some spiritual, of whose waxing and waning in himself he is at all times aware. Gaining control of the mind. How to keep it at an appreciable maximum. How not to let the level lapse. Habitually below our maximum and optimum. As a rule, men habitually use only a small part of their powers, which they actually possess, and which they might use under appropriate conditions. He energizes below his maximum, and he behaves below his optimum. So what distinguishes the successful? In general terms, the answer is plain. Either some unusual stimulus fills them with emotional excitement, or some unusual idea of necessity induces them to make an extra effort of will. Excitements, ideas, and efforts, in a word, are what carry us over the dam. We are each and all of us, to some extent, victims of habit neuroses. How to think about consciously breaking pattern, releasing these habits, And you can begin at a very small, subtle level. James brings our attention to duty as one of these ideas that keeps somebody focused and diving deeper and deeper into energy reserves. Every case of illness nursed by a wife or mother is proof of this, where the women successfully hold the family together and keep it going by taking all the thought and doing all the work, nursing, teaching, cooking, washing, sewing, scrubbing, savings, helping neighbors, choring outside. Where does the catalog end? Along with duty is honor. The memory that an oath or a vow has been made will nerve one to abstinence and efforts otherwise impossible. Witness the pledge in the history of the temperance movement. The idea of one's honor, for example, unlocks energy only in those who have the education of a gentleman, so-called. And in closing, James brings our attention to the importance of suppressing fear and how helpful prayer is in that effort. Fear-based thought is self-suggestion of inferiority. And we quote in closing Dr. Thomas Hyslop of England. The exercise of prayer in those who habitually exert it must be regarded by us doctors as the most adequate and normal of all pacifiers of the mind and calmers of the nerves. Thank you for joining us today in Psychological Explorations. Please come back and join us for future podcasts. Bye-bye for now.